Welcome to the Man United stream, hope you're doing well out there. This is the transfer show and there's lots to discuss, so we're going to jump straight into it. We've got Cucurella to Manchester United on loan, we've got McTominay going on a swap deal with Gravenberch to Bayern Munich, we've got Harry Maguire leaving for West Ham on loan. Is that even a possibility? Let's wait and see. We've got Henderson leaving for Crystal Palace, and we've got the whole rabat saga. We've got lots to talk about, so let's jump straight into this show because it's going to be busy and it's going to be fast. So the transfer window will close on the 1st of September, which is Friday at 11 PM across the whole 5 major leagues in Europe. So Manchester United have only 5 days to get all their transfer business done and dusted. Will they get it done within that time? Is there even determination on Manchester United's part to get these deals done? We'll all have to wait and see. We've had reports from Samuel Lockhurst of the Manchester Evening News that Manchester United will not be going and getting Sofyan Amrabat in this summer transfer window. That would be a huge disappointment to many Manchester United fans who really want to see Sofyan Amrabat at Old Trafford playing for Manchester United because he fits into Ten Hag's system and Ten Hag does want him. Now, this report from the Manchester Evening News is in contradiction to what we're hearing from Fabrizio Romano and other Italian newspaper sources who are saying that this deal is on and this will get done before the transfer window ends. This is huge transfer news, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with Sofyan Amrabat. We'll discuss this later on in the show, but what has thrown a huge spanner in the works in all of this transfer business for Manchester United is that injury to Luke Shaw, which we heard about last week, which kept him out of the game against Nottingham Forest. However, what we're hearing is that this injury to Luke Shaw will keep him out for months, and that is why Manchester United have been linked to several left backs this weekend. We're hearing names from Fabrizio Romano on 3 different left backs that Manchester United are looking at and have made contact with the clubs to discuss whether they are available on a loan move. We're hearing that Marcos Alonso, the ex-Chelsea player now playing for Barcelona in left back, is a possible option for Manchester United, and they have looked at him very carefully. Also, Sergio Reguilon of Spurs is being linked to Manchester United, and finally Marco Cucurella, the Chelsea left back who used to play for Brighton, is also being linked to Manchester United. All 3 players have been inquired about, and all 3 players, if they join United, will join on a short to long-term loan. This panic by Manchester United to go out there and look for a new left back has left fans divided. Some fans feel that Dalot, who played there on the weekend, can do a perfectly good job and Manchester United should not be wasting their money, transfer budget on bringing in a new left back, and they should be looking to spend that money on Amrabat and a further striker rather than going and getting a left back instead. However, it looks very likely that Manchester United will be going out and getting a new left back before the transfer window closes this summer, because they believe that Luke Shaw is out for months and he might not be back till November, so they need a long-term replacement for Luke Shaw to come in rather than playing Dalot in that left back position. Now, Dalot could quite easily play in that left back position. He's played for Milan and other clubs in that left back position, but Ten Hag is worried that if Aaron Wan-Bissaka does get injured, Dalot will then be stretched. Which position does he play in? Does he play in left back? Does he play in right back? We all know that Ten Hag will be pushing the players to the limits, and Manchester United have got lots and lots of games with the Champions League and the Premier League and the other cup games coming, and it's very likely that players will get injured throughout the season. Hence why I think it is wise for Manchester United to go out there and sign a new left back. But you can see from the left backs that Manchester United are going after, they're not the very best left backs out there, and this is why it's left many fans disappointed as to what we're looking at and who we're looking to bring in as a replacement for Luke Shaw. If we had to choose a left back from them 3 left backs that have been linked to Manchester United, you'd probably opt for Marc Cucurella. He's a decent left back, he can do a job for Manchester United, and he could probably play the system that Ten Hag is playing right now with Manchester United. He also was linked to Man City before his move to Chelsea. There are some serious question marks over Marc Cucurella because of his time at Chelsea, where he looked a shadow of his past when he was at Brighton. He wasn't the same player, he struggled at Chelsea and he got dropped eventually. So many Manchester United fans are not sure about Cucurella joining Manchester United. Please let us know what you think about these 3 left backs that have been linked to Manchester United. Which one would you go for and why? Let us know your thoughts below. Also, make sure you hit that like button on this video, and if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest Manchester United news. Okay, so let's talk about Harry Maguire. We told you last week we'd heard from sources that West Ham had not fully closed the door on Harry Maguire and still might come in for him last minute. Now we're hearing that West Ham are considering making a move for Harry Maguire on a loan move. Harry Maguire is well aware that Ten Hag will not play him and he needs game time, and this might just be the right solution for Harry Maguire. He can go out on loan to West Ham and get the game time that he needs, but crucially, he remains a Manchester United player and therefore still entitled to his payout from the club. It'll be really interesting to see how this story develops and see if this deal gets done before the transfer window closes. So let's wait and see. This is a new developing story. So let's see if West Ham get this deal done before the transfer window closes and Manchester United agree to let Harry Maguire go. However, there's a big question mark whether Ten Hag will now allow Harry Maguire to go or not, because Manchester United will struggle to bring in a new centre-back so close to the transfer window closing. Could they go out there and get a last-minute signing done? It looks very hard, and I think that's why Manchester United might opt to keep Harry Maguire at the club. And this is why the unthinkable could actually happen. Harry Maguire could be kept at Manchester United by Ten Hag and the club, because Manchester United right now cannot afford to go out there and sign a new centre-back. And there is a real concern with the centre-backs that we have got playing right now in Martinez and Varane, who both have ended up going off at half-time in 2 different games, and it does look like that Ten Hag is worried about them picking up injuries, and Lindelof is there to come in, but they will need a 4th centre-back to come in. However, it's really hard to imagine Harry Maguire playing the style of football that Manchester United are currently playing with that high line. Gravenberch in and McTominay out. We're hearing that there could be a possible swap deal with Bayern Munich for McTominay and Gravenberch, which is great news for Manchester United, who are struggling financially to go out there and fund these transfers. So if that is a deal and Manchester United can make this happen, that will be massive news. This is a developing news story, so we'll have to wait and see what further comes out on this swap deal, and we will bring it to you as soon as possible. Gravenberch does want out of Bayern, but the question is if Manchester United have to pay anything towards the transfer. If money is to be exchanged, well, Manchester United will struggle to get the deal done. As we've seen in this transfer window with the likes of Rabat, Manchester United are really struggling to get the money together to pay for these transfers. But we will keep a close eye on this. This could happen, and it's exciting news for Manchester United fans to hear that we could get Gravenberch in before the transfer window closes. Now let's turn our attention to the saga of the summer transfer window, which is Sofyan Amrabat. It's like the whole Frankie de Jong saga all over again, but this time the shoe is on the other foot. Amrabat is the one that has been kept waiting by United. All through the summer transfer window, Sofyan Amrabat has been linked to Manchester United and a move to Old Trafford. We've had sources confirming that Ten Hag has spoken directly with Amrabat about joining Manchester United. We had Amrabat's agents come out and suggest that Amrabat will be joining Manchester United. We had Fiorentina keep Amrabat on the bench throughout the whole of pre-season so that he does not pick up an injury, in the hope that Manchester United will bid for him. We heard from Italian media sources months ago that Sofyan Amrabat had agreed personal terms with Manchester United. But this morning, Samuel Lockhurst of the Manchester Evening News is saying that this deal will not happen. We'll have to wait and see what other sources are saying about the transfer of Sofyan Amrabat to Manchester United. We are hearing from many media sources within Italy that this deal is on the horizon and it will get done. And we're also hearing from Fabrizio Romano that this deal will get done this summer transfer window. All Manchester United fans want this to happen, and United cannot let us down. We want Amrabat in, because you get the feeling that Sofyan Amrabat is one of those players that if we let go, he'll come back to haunt us. So this is a message to Manchester United to bring him in. Please smash that like button on the video so it gets pushed out to many more Manchester United fans, and please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Finally, we can talk about a player that is actually leaving Manchester United. Yes, Dean Henderson has been spotted in a hotel in London having breakfast this morning, ready to complete his move to Crystal Palace. This is great news for every Manchester United fan out there, because we need this money in so we can go out there and buy further players. Hopefully that is Sofyan Amrabat. Manchester United are looking to secure the signing of Altay Bende on the back of this, and we believe everything is in motion and United will have him signed and done later on this week. There is so much transfer news that it's really hard to keep on top of everything and keep up to pace with everything that's going on, but we will try and bring you every bit of transfer news linked to Manchester United as soon as it happens. We will be back later on tonight with another transfer show update, so please make sure you catch that, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss that and further updates on Manchester United. You are watching the Man United stream, a channel by the fans for the fans.